Enough dogs, Chief Dog here. I'm going for this Hearthstone Bash of Foost, but before that, I'm just displaying some screenshots of Foost of my progress over the month of me playing ranked and just like some of the decks I played, my progress over the month, how I've just gone up the ranks, played some Shaman the Foost, and right before the new set came out, it was a deck. I tried one that was made tech for control and one tech for aggro. So if one got too lenient, then I just switched to the other and just helped me get up there. And this is a pack where I pulled. This was one of my most ledge packs. I mean, two legendaries in it, enough. And so then I start off with rank 4 with discard warlock. It was a deck that turns out to be bad later on. So hoop, but it was hooped at the time. And then we got rank 3 here, hooping some Elemental Shaman the Foost. It was some hoop. I mean, it was a hoop deck while it lasted. I mean, it still played, but not as much, I think. And then I got up there, I believe, with Pirate Warrior. Or not Pirate Warrior, no, this is a Taunt Warrior the Foost. It was just a hoop deck. Put Deathwing in that deck enough. It was definitely a hoop deck. And then ultimately, recently, I got to rank 1 finally after weeks, and then used Murloc Paladin the Foost. It was definitely a hoop deck. A few hours before I reached rank 1, I pulled the Paladin Legendary, and it led me to making that deck. So that was a pretty effort hoop stitch, and also pretty lucky the Foost. So enough. This game is the game right before I would or well, just the game I would need to play in order to hopefully reach Legend of Foost. This is some post commentary, the hoop, by the way, so enough. But here's what's going down. I'm showing off my deck list of Foost. A little laggy. It's a laggy computer, so enough. Bear in mind that, Shog. But enough. Lag the Foost. Got our Murloc team. Setting up the synergies the Foost. Pretty effort hoop sitch. Health helps a lot. Warriors are OP. Blessings is pretty hooped. Consecration. Sam. Gotta have your True Silver. Your Kodo. The taunt thing pretty effort hooped. Tarim. Oh, NF. And Tyrion. A little bit by shoop for Paladins the Foost. NF. That's pretty much the deck I went in hooping in this Shog, so looking to see is online the Foost, and I believe Hoople Sam or Friend Sam is the Sitch that's watching this game. Like, he's gonna spectate the Foost, so I mean, that's just the Sitch, but whatevs. Showing that this is literally the game right before I do my match. 5 stars the Foost, only one game away from reaching a legend if I win this one. So drinking some water the Foost. Pretty effort ledge to stay hydrated, dogs. Or hydrated dogs. Ugh. G-Sog. Enough. Lag the Foost. Pretty effort dawn. Maybe one day I'll get a ledge fast computer sitch. But it's hooping it. If see, I'm sitch watching that Shog, I guess. Facing Druid the Foost. And I might be even facing. I probably would be. I assume I'm facing like an aggro Druid the Foost. So, NF. I just see a 1-2-3 drop. Like, that's perfect. I'm going first. Like, that's as legend as I think I can make it. Any more moles might be really risky. So NF turn 1. Play that. Get my Murloc hero power in. Like, NF. I greet him a little bit, telling him hello. Hooping his little Firefly the Foost. Pretty effort hoop card. Fair enough. Just looking around, just hooping it. Turn 2, I just play that Shogger, and I'm thinking to myself, Eye for an Eye is not going to do much damage. Repentance, he's playing low health dudes anyway, so the only one that makes sense is actually Redemption, because that's the one that gives the most value. So enough. Like, if he's playing a bunch of low cost minions, like, I'm going to usually be able to kill it with, like, one minion, so why, do something that basically does. Why pick a secret that basically does nothing? Fair enough. Swing for 1. Don't want to like trade in because then he might buff his dude by +1/+1 with Mark of the Lotus, and then I just get out tempoed right there. So enough. He coins that Shogger out. I thought, oh, G-Sog, oh, that's it. And then he innervates, and I'm like, oh, G-Sog, another Corsair with the Sitch, and then he marks the Lotus, like, pre-F for Crazy Sitch Dog. Like, look at that Shog. Like, how are you supposed to win that? I'm like a little freaking off the foos. Like, what do I hoop? But ultimately, I decided I'll just hoop that, try to get a ledge trade in, and then put a redemption out because I have the mana available. Maybe get an extra, save a little health, and start making these trades to hopefully like ledge out my life total so I don't have to die the foost. But he's able to make the ledge trades, it looks like. But yeah, redemption gets a 1/1 now essentially. That's a sitch. Fair enough. Oh, he's got the little egg napper, like Tana's Shoop, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle joggers. Enough. So enough. I think the only thing I could do is just play that 4-drop because at least I get stuff down. I think about the Divine Shield, but it's not going to help much. So I think I'd rather just have some 1/1s to contest the board a bit and hopefully make more trades later. So enough. So he's got a lot of damage on the board. He's hooping it for like a shog ton. Gets his he's just going face, and I'm thinking, what the sitch? Like, am I gonna lose this sitch because I'm getting effort low sit dogs? So it's like, what am I gonna do for turn 5? Like, look at my hand. How am I gonna live? And I'm thinking like, oh, this is game probably. So I just do that. I play that and I just go for what creates. I just hit that Shogger to take the least amount of damage and hopefully still live. So at the moment, I would be only taking about 9 damage if you use superpower, so I would be living on 1 life. And I'm thinking, G-Sog, he's probably going to top deck some Shog and drop X just harassing the Foos and just hooping the random Shog. Always have to close that stitch now. But, enough. So I'm thinking like, oh, G-Sog, he just needs 1 damage just to kill me. Like, there's no way I'm living this, dogs, I was thinking. And then he's hooping this jog. He's thinking, and all of a sudden I'm seeing, like, is he actually making trades? And enough he is. It's like, what the sitch? You could literally put me at, like, 1 life remaining. I don't think I would, unless he was playing around, like, the 6 card, cost card in my hand, like, well, I still managed to have a 1/1 Murloc remaining, so I was like, G-Sog. So then I'm able to power it up, and now I have a 3/6 honor, and I trade anyway, just in case he has a Savage Roar, just so then I could still maybe live. I'm thinking like, what is it? Why did he trade? He should have went face. That's my thought anyway. So enough, he's trading the Foost, and all of a sudden, he's hero powering, so I'm like, enough. This 6 cost card is OP, by the way, because it buffs your minions +2/+6 and gives you 2/6 taunt as a death rattle, which is a lot of value, dogs. Like, enough. So now I'm thinking here, like, what the sitch? I'm still alive? And, like, so I decided to just play the Finja because it's the turn to be able to play it. Like, this is, like, the best turn to. And then I kill the 1/1 because, again, I want to play around Savage Roar if possible. So So if he even savages, the only thing he would get is on his Ninja Turtle and his hero, so it wouldn't be too bad. But enough, he plays that, and then he just living manas and gets a ton of dudes, and I'm like, oh, G-Sog dogs, the pressure's on. So I think the Foos a little bit, and like, I'm probably gonna want to kill a 2/2 with Finja, because Finja, when it kills something, it brings 2 Murlocs from the deck out. So maybe I could get like the charging 2/1, and I'd be like, oh, I could maybe get another trade with that. So that'd be a Ledge Stitch. And if I'm thinking to make sure the trade's Ledge, and just like thinking I hoop it, and what I get is 2 Murlocs that don't really make too much of a difference. So now I'm thinking like, what the sitch? Like, that's not exactly the most hoop shog, but I'll take it. Trade the 2/1 into a 2/2. So again, go around Savage as best as I can. And I play the Tyrion because it's like the best thing I could do that turn. So now I'm just waiting it out, like just seeing the Shog. Oh, and then he plays the Evolving Spores, which surprises me a bit because I didn't even know he would even play something like that. So if he got like, I think if he got like +5 attack, he might have won that turn. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but he got Poisonous, so. And I flag the Foost. Get my Ledge Weapon. So I'm still alive with 4 life, and I'm pretty much dead to a swipe. But I have to focus on making sure I have a ledge, as much of a ledge board as possible. But even if I trade my guys in, like, I have to go make sure I'm not dead to a Savage Roar by any means. So I'll still get my Finja value and get two Murlocs the Foost. And since they have Poisonous, like, they'll die anyway if they trade. So I might as well just trade them off. Make sure like the amount of damage he does is very little. And then I'm thinking I might as well get my other taunt dude out. Like, make them all 3/3s. And it doesn't buff his minions, so, and it gives me a taunt, so that's the buy shoop, so maybe I can win this. So he's probably thinking like, I'm still thinking like, oh, I'm dead to swipe the Foost, and like, is that the sitch? But then he actually concedes, and I'm like, what, the sitch? Well, I give him a well play because that was actually a tough game. I was thinking I was dead on the spot, but enough. Legend of Foost. So yeah, top 4,000 in the country. NF. That's a sitch. It was definitely some hoot. NF. I finally got to see that Shog. You are a legend. NF. It's definitely the buy shoot, but I was a little freaking lost at the time. Like, G-Sog finally, after all the time I've played Hearthstone, or just Hearthshoggers, just hooping it and making it the Foost. But NF, it's weird seeing that orange diamond the Foost, or hexagon or some Shog. I decided to go just look at the card back because I've never seen that Shog before, and enough. Just embracing the moment, dogs. Embracing the moment that now I can finally get a Badge S this year. Like, if that's even Ledge with a Prologue and Shog. Like, but enough. Hooping it up, just seeing the Shog here. I'm looking just at some of my card backs, and I finally reached Legend. I just instantly like make it my card back because it's just like just hooping for a little while, just having a Legend card back. And I look at the description just because it's just a sitch. But I don't know if that's it, dogs. Hope this video was Ledge, and enough hoop.